Hi and welcome to the Blueshirts Corner. So the Rangers took on the LA Kings last night, came away with a 5-4 loss in overtime. The Rangers managed to battle back in this one and they still fell in overtime. But you know what? The Rangers got off to a pretty bad start. I mean, Ranta hadn't gotten a start in net for it seemed about over a month now. So he finally gets the nod to go in, and it felt like for the first 40 minutes, he just wasn't looking like the same guy. In that third period, it looked like he was finally starting to get his reaction time back. But, I mean, to be honest, the way that the LA Kings came out with a lot of jump, they were hitting us. They managed to come up with a goal 33 seconds to start the game. And it seemed like Ranta, he needed to get his rhythm going. The LA Kings were able to catch the Rangers sleeping, and they took the 1-0 lead after Anze Kopitar giving way too much space in front. He had so much time to just snap this puck past Ranta. And then, of course, about 10 minutes later, the Kings wind up on the power play. Of course, it's Marian Gaborik who gets the Kings on the board, and they're looking at a 2-goal lead. And it was a lot like the first goal by Kopitar, where the Rangers just gave Gaborik all the time in the world. He was left alone in front, able to rip this past Ranta. Now we're down by 2 goals. I'm thinking we're done at this point. I'm thinking we really need to get something going. But you know what? It looked like things were going pretty bad for the night. The Rangers found a way to come back as a guy like Kevin Hayes sets up Victor Stahlberg as the Rangers are on the board, and we're looking at a 2-1 game. It looked like the Rangers were finding a way to come back in this one. The guy like Kevin Hayes makes a big-time play behind the net, getting this to Victor Stahlberg, who's left alone in front. Victor Stahlberg looks like he didn't get enough on the shot, but it got past Peter Budaj. It's behind the net. The Rangers are on the board, and it just seemed like the perfect time. That momentum carried on to the second period as the Rangers came out and they scored 2 straight goals to make this a 3-2 game. The first goal coming off of a nice play by Derek Stepan to steal the puck from Tyler Toffoli, and he slips this puck past Peter Budaj and knots the game up at 2. Then a few minutes after that, Matt Zuccarello gets a lucky bounce as he throws this puck on net. It goes off of Budaj, goes off of Vincent Lecavalier, and Budaj just couldn't get to the puck before it trickled over the goal line. So the Rangers are up 3-2, and it just felt like we're back in it. We got this now, but somehow, unfortunately, less than 4 minutes remaining in the second period. A bad turnover as JT Miller got the Kings back in the game, where it looked like it was a 4-on-2 rush as Miller misplaced the puck. It deflects off of a skate, and then Milan Lucic finds a way with plenty of space to set up Anze Kopitar on the back doors, left all alone, and then he gets a second goal on the night. But then 5 minutes remaining in regulation, Matt Zuccarello made a beautiful move there, avoids a check, found Kevin Hayes cutting in, and Matt Zuccarello passes this puck right on the tape for Hayes, and he was able to just slide this puck in as we're looking at the Rangers up by a goal. Now I'm thinking, the Rangers, they come back again. We're looking at a 4-3 lead, and then, of course, somehow it's a bad bounce, and then Anze Kopitar completes a hat trick with 30 seconds remaining in regulation, which just wound up bouncing off of Kevin Klein's chest. It was just luck. They got really lucky. With about 3 minutes remaining in overtime, Tanner Pearson caught a beautiful pass from Alec Martinez, snapped the game-winning goal past Antti Ranta, and the Rangers got defeated, and it felt kind of like a big, huge blow because we just found a way to put up a lead where we're up by a goal 3-2, and then they tied up, and then we find a way to get another goal, and then we're up 4-3, and then they find a way to tie this game up, with seconds remaining, and then it goes into overtime. At least we come away with the point. I really wish we could have got both points, especially for Antti Ranta, who really needed a good win, and I hope this doesn't hurt his confidence because he hasn't played enough, and then here he is coming out a little shaky, but then in the third period it seemed like he started to get back to playing like the guy we know, and then this happens in overtime. I feel bad for him. I really feel bad for Antti Ranta, but you know what? We just have to stay focused. We have to stick behind this team. Be happy that at least this team has 9 points out of a potential 10 over the last 5 games. So you know what? It's extremely disappointing to lose like this. You know what? You can't win them all, and we just have to find a way to just bounce back, put this behind us, have a short memory. Tomorrow we're playing the Philadelphia Flyers. I feel like we have enough focus to go into that game. I feel like we could use a little bit of the emotion after this loss, take it out on the Philadelphia Flyers. After Wayne Simmons sucker punched a guy like Ryan McDonough, I'm expecting to see Dylan McIlrath slapping up Wayne Simmons. So let's look for that to happen tomorrow. Let's just hope that this team finds a way to win versus the Philadelphia Flyers, because I just want us to seek redemption there. We'll have our chance to get back at the LA Kings next month as we play them on March 17th in LA. So I have confidence in this team. I feel like we could beat the Philadelphia Flyers tomorrow, and I feel like we'll get our revenge on the LA Kings next month. The next 4 or 5 games, it's going to be tough for us. Playing Philly tomorrow, which should be an easy win, I hope. But you know what? The Philadelphia Flyers have been good. We're playing the Chicago Blackhawks, which we beat them in the season opener. So I'm hoping that we could beat them as we're in our own barn. We're in Madison Square Garden still. And then we're playing Toronto, who've gotten better this season. I mean, looking over towards that Detroit game where we're going to be back at Madison Square Garden. We're playing the New Jersey Devils again after that game on the 23rd. We're playing the St. Louis Blues on the 25th. We got a tough schedule. The Dallas Stars on the 27th. I mean, this month, we have some tough games here coming up. As long as we could beat all these teams in the West, then I feel like we'll be fine. We just need to pick up some points here, build a cushion. You know, as long as we just stay in the playoff hunt, I don't want us to lose where we're falling into a wild card contention. So let's just build some momentum over the next few games, build a little cushion. We're not going to catch up to the Washington Capitals, but at least we'll have somewhat of home ice advantage over whoever we're going to be facing in the first round. Probably the New York Islanders, maybe the Pittsburgh Penguins. It could be the New Jersey Devils. That would be an insane playoff round. And of course, another thing is the Islanders. They've played pretty crazy against us. I mean, I'll be honest, any division rival there for the first round is going to be tough for us. But I'm looking to see what's going to happen on the 29th with this trade deadline. You know, the fact that Rick Nash has been announced that he's, week to week. Ryan McDonough has been skating. It looks like Ryan McDonough is not going to be in tomorrow's game, but let's look for him to be back sometime by Chicago's game or Toronto's game. I'm just looking forward to seeing this team come out tomorrow, seek redemption, hopefully come away with the win, and we could build off of that. You know what? We lost this one in overtime, but you got a point. That's good. At least we didn't lose this one cleanly. We found a way to come back in this game after getting off to an awful start. I just feel like this team, they know what they got to do. They're focused. You can't win them all. To win 4 straight games, we should be thankful that this team found a way to come away with a lot of wins over the last couple of weeks. So we just have to stick to this team. We're in Madison Square Garden again tomorrow. We got to root for this team come Wednesday versus the Chicago Blackhawks. I mean, we are behind this team. We stick by them and we give them, our heart, our soul as we scream our lungs out. I feel like we could bring the energy and we could help them gain some confidence tomorrow and Wednesday. Tomorrow's game is what I'm focused on now, and I'm already looking forward to this rivalry. I got a few people coming over to watch this game. We were supposed to be going to the game. To be honest, I gave the tickets away because it was, it was my friend's birthday, and I felt like, I was already at this LA game, so I thought, why not? Because he doesn't really get to go to too many games, and I gave him the tickets for tomorrow's game. Hopefully he enjoys it. He's going with his girlfriend. I'm happy for him. You know what? I'm happy. I'm going to keep everybody posted, and just remember, let's go Rangers.